everybody, and welcome to Suddenly Saturday. And it's been a long day. Doesn't it seem like everything's going really fast? I know it is for us, and I know some of my friends have been talking about it, but and I'm gonna go on. Yeah, because I'm exhausted. But I have to get on because it's suddenly Saturday, and hopefully tomorrow will be easy like Sunday morning, which I doubt because I'll have to do laundry, but we're gonna have easy like Sunday morning. And I thought we'd have cards and coffee since it's suddenly Saturday. We had some beautiful messages the other day, and we have some more great messages. I want everybody to take these messages seriously because right now, with the messages that are being channeled, I think we all really need to pay attention. And you know what's interesting about things lately in my world is I'm noticing more. Even with the cards, I'm noticing things about the cards that I never seen before. And I love these cards. I mean, I've really looked at these cards, but now I'm noticing things that were like hidden in the cards that are just popping out to me now. And I think it's interesting. So, welcome. My name is Fawn, and I channel messages. I'm a dreamer. I'm an observer. I'm a channeler. I do all kinds of stuff. And you do too. And that's probably why you're here to see what you can do. Because we all have a mission and we all have something within us that we're either aware of or we're not aware of. But we're learning, we're in Earth school and we're going through mystery school and we're going through all kinds of stuff. So, welcome. Take a deep breath, get comfortable, and we are playing a game. We're hitting the like button and we're calling it the Magic Wish Manifestation button. So when you come in, pull your imaginary child out and play with us a little bit. Play with yourself, play with the manifestation that you can do. What I'm asking everybody to do, so I know have your inner child out, is hit the like button. We're going to call it the Magic Wish Manifestation button. When you hit it, make your make your wish that you want to manifest, and don't make it crazy. Just make it like, I wish an old friend that I haven't heard from in 20 years calls, or I hope that I could really use $20 and I'm broke and I need gas and I hope I get it by next Friday. Or, just something out of the blue that you need and see if you can manifest it. Think about it, meditate on it, and really put it in. And I'm playing along with you too. And if it happens, come back in any of the chats and put it in there. And if you don't want to tell us, it's private, then that's fine too. Just tell us, how long it took you and if it was wonderful and if it was easy and how you did it. And just let's play. Let's use our imaginary child and do some playing while we're in here. Now, I pulled the dreams of Gaia, and what I do is I do a midnight meditation, and I shuffle the cards and they fly out. I knock on them 3 times to wake up the spirits. They fly out, and that's what I take. I don't just pick. I don't shuffle them and just pick cards. They come out because they want to be seen. So those are the ones I use, and plus I get channeled messages as I'm doing the cards. I'm getting channeled messages from source, from our ancestors, from my spirit guide, from my higher self, from within, from source. And that's what we want to do. We want to get the messages that we're meant to get. And we have to listen, hear. So I'm going to start with the dreams of Gaia, and then I do a clarifier with the Oceanic Tarot for the dreams of Gaia. Now, the first card we got was the Ten of Air. And a time of independence, say goodbye to the public persona, no longer bound by another's opinion. Walk your own path. Humans are paradoxical by nature. See and know your potential. The self is whole. Time to grow up and leave home. I started watching David Wilcox the other day, and he has a new one out, and he talked about something that I'm paying more close attention to, and I notice it. We're getting karma every time we do something on this earth. We just don't notice it. Like, say, you started getting triggered and angry and stuff. And do you notice when you get triggered and angry and say you're yelling or you're aggravated, that everything goes wrong that could go wrong? That's the karma for you being angry and being triggered. Because we have to work on our trigger and our anger. The other day, I was cranky. I don't even remember what I was doing, but I was in the kitchen and I was real cranky. I was tired. And I said something and I bent my fingernail back right after I did that. And it hurt so bad. And I'm thinking, I think he's right. I'm going to start paying attention to that. Because you notice when people are happy and everything's going good, usually everything's good. But when they're not happy and things aren't going bad, everything seems to go bad. So pay attention to that karma that we get as soon as we act like we do. The process of individual, I think we're going into a world, the new world. It's going to be less about no longer bound to another one's opinion, because now that we're realizing it's just an opinion and everybody's allowed to have their opinion, it doesn't really matter what they say, because you can either take their opinion or hold it to heart or go on with your world. I would just go on with my world. The pro and we're going to be individual. We're going to be ourselves. We're going to take the mask off, the persona of who we are in the outside world and who we really aren't. And we're going to start to be true to our nature. And I think that's where we're all going with this. And that's where she's going. I mean, she's got her back to it. She's got the butterfly, the rainbow wings, and she's walking into the unknown. The process of individualization leads to becoming oneself, to stepping away from the external focus that we believe defines us, to becoming an independent being who recognizes and embraces their own uniqueness and individuality. It is about removing the mask we present to the public so that we are liked and respected and accepted. The face we wear so we fit in and belong. No longer our public face and private life very different. We represent our face to the world, and if it is not liked, then so be it. If it makes us a black sheep in a flock of white sheep, then so be it. We would rather be honest and accept by the few than to be what family or society respects. Individualization is being who we are meant to be, as opposed to being the person society tells us we should be. It is like breaking free from caring about what people think of us, because we love who we are and what we do with our life. We are free, liberated, because we are not bound by others' opinions of us or our actions, the constraints of society, or the impediments of our past. It is integrating conscious and unconscious soul and shadow, the masculine and the feminine, and creating the whole where the self resides at the center. No longer does duality separate and divide. All is in harmony and working in unison. You are you, whole, complete, and ever evolving. And that evolution is not a linear process. It is a circulatory process of viewing the self and seeing it from multiple perspectives, and accepting and integrating all of the facets and aspects into the whole. No aspect is ugly or beautiful, none good or bad, none better or worse. Each has its place and purpose as part of the beautiful whole. I love that. Who wouldn't want to be the beautiful whole? And if you love yourself and we're working on ourselves, then we become the beautiful whole, no matter what someone else's opinion is of us. It's really weird. I can remember back in the 70s and stuff when the Twiggy era come out. If you look back in generations, um, the women and men were kind of, just plump, and they were okay with it. They were voluptuous. And then we went through the Twiggy era and like the model era, and everybody thought everybody was supposed to be body built and skinny. And then we got this opinion about everybody's size and color and everything else, because how indoctrinated were we? So we are going to have to break that cycle, and that is going to be hard because we have been so split and separated. Because why would they? Divide and conquer. Think about it. Divide and conquer. That is the way they do it. And all of the mumbo jumbo that they've been filling our heads with all these years about everybody, it was their opinion, and we took it and ran with it. And then we made it our opinion. Big mistake. No, so the unison, I think we are going to go through unison. I see that we're all going to be working together. You are you, whole, complete, and ever evolving. I love that. To individuate is to understand paradox and accept that you are one, you are human. To be a whole and complete human is to be paradoxical. Paradoxical. To individuate is to see and know your potential and to step forward into the unknown and meet it. You are willing to step away from all that you were so that you may become all that you choose to be. In the process, your perception is altered forever. You are forever transformed. No more are you willing to embrace old paradigms that limit and restrict, that expose a belief that says you should not or cannot. You move forward into the great mystery with confidence, knowing that even when life offers conflict and chaos, when we remain at the center, we have peace. When the Ten of Air appears in your reading, it represents a time in our life after we have chosen to step free of the mask and wear only one face in private and public. No longer do we hide our thoughts, beliefs, and feelings in order to be accepted, liked, or respected. We have turned our back on expectations or convention or mediocrity or normalcy to embrace and accept who we are and stand tall and proud. It is time to separate yourself from the herd and to walk your own path. Step through the doorway and begin a life where new paradigms replace the old, and you are free to be the best you can be, instead of the you society tells you that you must be. I really like that because I've always been the type of person that I am going to be me, whether you like me or not. It's just the way I am. Okay, now I hope everybody's doing good on this suddenly Saturday. Now, we got the Two of Cups with that, and that is partnership. This card predicts love, equality, and meeting of hearts and minds with which benefit all your relationships from friendship to romance. It also reveals a commitment or promise, such as an engagement or marriage or an emotional investment in a shared project. This is a healing card. So if your relationship has tested you recently, it reveals that all will be well. You can expect someone close to you to show their love. Know that they are trustworthy and dependable. Appreciate love and trust in your relationships. This is soulmate, karma, love, intimacy, connection, healing, and union. We are all coming into a soul union, a soul contract. We already had a soul contract with each other at one time. That's why we meet people, because we may have only had that minute that we're supposed to be together, but we were supposed to meet for some reason. And someday, hopefully, we'll know. And we get another air. We got the 5 of air. You notice we got the 10, which we've been getting 10s. And 10s are all of the bad karma is over. and renewed of trust and faith and love of the universe for betterment of the soul. So that's what tens mean. Now, twos are a good number, but fives are change. And we've been going through change, and we're still going through change, and we will be going through change for a while. The five of air is illusion, reality, separation, self, sabotage, self-deception, criticism, conditioning, and healing. A conflict between reality and belief, a time of honesty, let go of illusion and pretense. Face a painful reality. You are not alone. Advice and constructive criticism are not a personal attack. Drop the mask. Reveal your true self. Forgive others for wearing their mask. Why are the first two air cards coming out to remove the mask? She removed the mask and has dragonflies around her, black feathers, and there's something else on that side, and white wings, but she still has a blindfold on. She doesn't want to see what the mask is revealing. The five of air represents a conflict between what is real and what is believed. It addresses a need of honesty and courage to let go of self-deception that is being held onto in order to hide and protect from a painful reality. This painful reality may be one that we choose to deny, but even so, its influence can still create dissonance in our lives and work in a corrosive manner that gives rise to conflict, conflicting thoughts, a desire to avoid and procrastinate, and eventually self-sabotage of our creative endeavors. It can also manifest in a desire to withdraw and separate ourselves from those who love us. The symptoms to look for are low self-esteem, a disparaging inner voice, and an inability to handle criticism, as it only serves to reinforce a low opinion that is already held. Even simple advice and constructive criticism that are offered to help improve or fix something that is in need of further work is perceived to be an attack, and is responded to with hurt or anger. When this happens repeatedly, others may become reluctant to speak up. Even when there is a real and genuine need, this reluctance is noticed and feeds the anxiety. As a result of this inability to take advice of any kind and see it for what it is, care and love, conflict, mistakes, and outright failure become common occurrence, which in turn make us believe even more that we will never succeed. Behind the mask, we fall victim to self-recrimination, judgment, and blame and criticism criticize ourselves in a manner that is neither objective nor constructive. And yet, despite everything, we try to put on a brave face and continue to smile. But it is a mask. The smile is the lie that hides disappointment, regrets, guilt, and pain that we attempted to deny because we have been conditioned to suppress and repress our true thoughts and feelings. If the five of air card appears in your reading, it is in essence a gentle intervention. Remove the mask and the blindfold from your eyes. Let go of the lie that all is okay and that you are happy, and allow yourself to see that you need to address the thoughts and beliefs that have you thinking poorly of yourself. It is time for you to see and face the inner demons that have you believing that you are not worthy or deserving of success or happiness. Drop the mask and show your true self, wounds and all. Look at the damaging thoughts and beliefs, address their source, and give yourself an opportunity to heal. Allow others to help you. You are not alone and you are loved. Understand that the advice and constructive criticism others offer is not meant to limit and wound, but to help and heal and grow. I've met people that they think everything is criticism, and it's not. I've tried to help people, but then they take it as criticism, so I just stifle it and walk away. Then they have to help themselves. If they think everything is criticism, then they have to help themselves. You can't help something like that. The next card that we got with that one, and it's interesting because it said, trust and take the blindfold off. Got the King of Pentacles, trust. Protect what is yours while helping those on their way up the ladder. Enjoy the rewards that success brings. This king reveals a man who is ambitious, trustworthy, and protective. When he commits to a project or a relationship, he is loyal to the last. He can be a powerful business owner or leader. He has a hands-on attitude as the You card in a reading. He represents generosity and love. What you gain, you share with the people who are important to you. I like that card for that mass card, for the Five of Air. And that's another 10. We've got two tens already, the Five of Air and a Two of Cups. So that's some good numbers there. We've got one more card, and I really looked at this card when it came out. I guess I never looked at it as closely as I thought I looked at it. See if you can see what's in that card. Yeah, you should be able to see it. I can. Some of these cards have like images that if you don't really look close, you won't see it. I'm going to read it, but then I'm going to point some stuff out in this picture. Let go of the past. This is the death and the rebirth card, the number 8, which is infinity. The death and rebirth card symbolizes cycles and change. Death, rebirth is the death of the old and the birthing of the new. It is time to let go, that there is no going back. It is time to begin again, and sometimes with nothing but memories, and at other times with everything external unchanged, but with your mind so altered that everything seems different, strange, and unfamiliar. It is a time to pass from one stage or state of being to another, and to be transformed so completely that the person undergoing the change no longer recognizes themselves. They are the caterpillar that has become the butterfly. An irreversible process of transmutation is complete. The process they were is forever gone, and they have been reborn. Life as they know it has changed. Change can inspire many little painless deaths, and sometimes great deaths, born of intense loss that must be mourned before we can face the future with excitement and anticipation once more. The loss of a spouse or family member, the end of a long-term relationship or career, retirement and illness, or just a few experiences that can bring about a death and rebirth process. Ours is perpetual journey of undoing, being, and becoming. The death precedes rebirth, can be quick and sudden, or slow and painful. In the process of dying, everything is life revolves around the death, the pain, the suffering, the anguish, the loss, the guilt, the anger, and the pain and suffering, and the fear. The pain can be so real it is debilitating. The fear can be so paralyzing that it halts all growth and has one withdrawing from its life, from life itself. We can cycle around analyzing, questioning, preventing our wounds from being healed, refusing to accept that life has changed and there is nothing that can be done to restore it to what it was. That stage of life is over. There are only two choices: remain in limbo or accept reality, surrender to death, and be reborn. We got the limbo card yesterday. The rebirth process can also be problematic. It is not an instant process. Sometimes before we can soar, we must also learn how to fly all over again. Yes, our outlook can be positive, but the future is still unknown. Our beliefs have changed, our perception and our understanding of the world around us have changed. Our roles and purposes have changed. Our lives and state of mind and being are not as they were. We know that we are capable of, but first we must learn and adapt to the change that lead to the little death in the first place. The death and rebirth card is all about renewal, regeneration, and new beginnings. Like the season, we are bound by a cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Like the planet we dwell upon, we experience seasons and stages: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Spring is a time of new growth, summer a time of fruition, autumn is a time of letting go and dying, and winter a time of dormancy and regeneration. Autumn and winter can inspire feelings of loss and fear. We fear death and change because we do not know what comes after. But the truth is that we do know. But we are so accustomed to life as it is now that the idea of anything different creates resistance. There is, however, no halting change, and just as we know and trust that spring will follow winter, we can know and trust that after death we will be reborn. Death is just a gateway to a new reality, a new stage of your life journey, while rebirth is symbolic of evolving and expanding consciousness. I really like this card, and I want to show you what this card really looks like. I never seen this. I always seen the golden egg, okay, and the snake, protecting the golden egg. And this is where we are right now. We're getting the snake is getting ready to leave the darkness, the death. But right here in this egg, you can see it. There's a baby, a child. It's hard to see because I did not see it. But you can see their little toes, their little arms, and their face, and they're sleeping. Let me see if I can get you a good vision of this. Such a glare. See the baby? Right here. Little face, little toes. I never seen the baby before. But that's our golden egg. That's our rebirth. That is our new beginnings. That's everything. And that's a beautiful card to get for an ending of the dreams of Gaia. But I did get a couple tarot cards. I got the clarifier is the Knight of Cups, another 10, which is proposal. Judge by action rather than words. It's worth testing this person's intentions before you go along with his fables. Offers, dreams, illusions, imagination, fantasy, love, and infatuation. So we have to be careful with the Knight of Cups, and the romantic, idealistic man has a proposal for you, charming and magnetic. He tells a great story, but will his ideas, schemes, or love offer stand true? He may not seek to deceive you, but he's not a realist. Yeah, it's captivating but meaningless in the real world. You cannot trust him to be consistent. Be really careful with that one because we have the death and the rebirth, and then we have someone we can't trust. But it really ended up really good because the last card that we got was the Nine of Cups. We got a lot of cups, and that's the wish card. You're perfectly placed to manifest what you dream of, so make your wish. Hit the likey button, the magic wish button, the magic wish manifestation button, and start playing with your inner child and start working on your manifestation. That's a beautiful card. The Nine of Cups is the magical wish card of the tarot. When it appears in your reading, you benefit from love, friendship, support in your projects, and harmony at home. All aspects of your life flourish, and you're feeling content and fulfilled. The only glitch is being a little smug, so be sensitive in your enthusiasm to share your good fortune. An additional meaning is entering and socializing. This was a really, really good reading because all of our wishes are going to come true. We just have a little bit more. We're going to have some mayhem in March, some March madness, and I think it's going to level out. We will see because we got a lot of nines, and that's completions and new beginnings. So now this is the practical magic oracle. And we got 20. Express your heart, story keeper. Now, she's the storyteller. And as you see, she's on a golden chair with gold just up the stairway. She's got the candles going, and she's got the purple dress, which is royalty. She's got the feather pen, which is the white feather, which is the guardian angel. And she's writing a story. What do you believe? Which values mean the most to you? And who are you really? When you throw off everyone else's perception of you, it's natural to show many faces depending on the situation you're in and the person you're with. And it's easy to get lost in the way others see you. To parrot back the ideas and viewpoints you grew up with, or the ones you're surrounded by now, rather than examining how you actually feel about things. What really matters to you, not based on your childhood fears and ideas or the morals and beliefs of your family, school, and church that you absorbed, but after everything you've learned and been through and endured throughout your life, what is important to you in this moment? No one else on earth has the exact same story and experience as you. So trust yourself to know what's best for you and how your mind and heart, and know your mind and heart. This card is asking you how honest you've been lately with yourself and with the world. It's challenging you to go within so you are certain that what you say and do is a true expression of your soul. You know, we're getting 3 cards now, quite a few that are talking about the mask. So I think we really need to kind of look at that. It's also telling us to start a journal, or if you already have one, go deeper. Don't worry about spoiling a pretty book with your scrawling, or saving it for something special. You are special, and now is the time to begin. Having something beautiful to write in will inspire and encourage you to engage with it more often and reinforce that your time is sacred and getting to know yourself is to be treasured. Once you've chosen your journal, con- concentrate it in a way that has meaning for you. You might want to take it to the beach, sprinkle it with sand, leave it on your altar for a day, or to pass it through some cleansing incense smoke, or place it under your pillow for a night. Listen to the singing of your heart and know what will have the most significance for you. Write freely, not worrying about spelling, how neat your handwriting is, or what it all means. Simply let the words and emotions flow onto the page. Write down what happened, but more importantly, how you feel about it. Allow the description of the experience to spark your deeper emotions and tap into your visceral response. Don't censor yourself or police how you feel. The more honest you can be, especially to yourself, the more authentic and accountable you'll become, and the more you will live in your truth. I like that idea. Yet, you know, uh, are you holding back from speaking your truth so you don't offend someone, or too shy to tell people how you really feel? Are you swallowing down your discomfort with a situation just to keep the peace? Or have you let someone's mis misperceptions of you slide for so long that you feel trapped by the way they see you and are worried it's too late to speak up? Have you forgotten to check in with yourself all together and are no longer sure how you feel about a lot of things? It can sometimes be easier to keep things superficial, to not engage with any issues or look beneath the surface, and to become disconnected from yourself and the things that matter to you. Yet expressing the feelings at the core of your being can heal your heart. It can help you let go of the past, forgive yourself and others for inflicting hurt, and move forward with joy and confidence. free of resentment and regret? Are you blindly following some guru, teacher, friend, and public figure without interrogating what they claim and the motives behind their beliefs? Have you sacrificed your own voice without realizing it? If so, it's time to reclaim it, because without your voice and your heart, who are you? Have faith in your truths and your right to speak them and express them in the way that feels right to you. Communicate on paper, in speech, through movement or song, or take action to show your heart. Compose letters and poetry or weave spells. Writing or telling your story can help you heal by showing you things about yourself, revealing how you've grown and reinforced what is most important to you. It may also heal and inspire others. You have no idea what kind of impact you could have on the world by expressing your heart, living your truth, and shining your light. It will remind you of your inner strength and courage and provide clarity and context. Sharing your story encourages you to consider your actions and beliefs, rediscover what you already know, reevaluate your life, and find a harmonious way to deal with the issues you're facing now. I think that's a great idea for all of us. I mean, we're all going through so much, and sometimes we need to release it. And if you need to write it down, dream journaling is very important for me. It was in the beginning. Now I actually remember them all, but I still write stuff down in my journals, especially channeling thoughts, because I want to remember that so I know what's going on. Okay, now we have, this is the Messenger Oracle. And I'm going to hold my finger here because I did not put stars over her beautiful breasts, and I don't want to get kicked off of eBay or eBay. I've got eBay on the brain. Facebook. Okay. I'm going to cover that. This is Embrace the Feminine. And she's a beautiful card. I mean, she's pregnant. Her bosoms are sewn. She's got the egg up there she's holding. And she's wide awake and she's all earth. She's beautiful and she's all feminine. Okay. Within ourselves, there are two aspects to our nature, the feminine and the masculine. Here in the present, you need to embrace the feminine aspect of your nature and let it guide your steps. Now is a time to be nurturing, creative, and to connect with nature, home, and heart. Listen to your intuition and emotions. Be respectful and compassionate. But remember, whilst you allow your feminine self to be dominant, you need to temper your gentleness with a fire that denies all meekness. That is a great message for us. I like that card. Okay. We got the peacock again. Let go of the old. So is somebody hanging on to the old? And that's the green and the gold with some blue in the middle. Are you holding on to beliefs and notions that no longer serve you? Are you blocking your own growth and forward momentum because you fear to end a chapter in your life? It is time to release all that you hold on to that no longer serves. It is time to say goodbye to all that no longer has a place or purpose in your life. It's time to have an emotional or physical spring cleaning. It's time to let go of the past so you can be open to what the future may bring. Me and my husband just said that today. We need to do a spring clean out from our bedroom all the way out because we just do. I mean, we went through the hurricane, we got smashed, we got our shed, we've got a new shed now he built, it's beautiful, and we're starting to get things back in order, but it's taken a long time. That was very traumatizing what we went through, and we lost a lot of stuff. So we have another card, which is beautiful. It's called Follow the Moon. And she's got the moon back there, and she's got her wand with a crescent moon on it. 3/4 of Gaia's surface is covered in water, and the moon's pole can lift the Earth's oceans at the equator and carry them along in her wake. 2/3 of the human body is also water, and therefore you also are subject to her power. As she waxes and wanes, so do you. Take note, follow the moon cycle, and take note of how you think and feel as her light increases and decreases. Take time to explore and understand her influences upon both your body and your emotions. Yeah, I've always heard that the moon has a lot to do with our emotions, and I truly believe it. Okay, I need some coffee. Now, we got the Soul Helper Oracle, and that's this one. And we got a number 13. Rise above the dark days of life. Do not fight them, but have faith that the light will always return. And she's ready. She looks like she's ready, she's resting, but she's ready to go into the unknown and take care of what she needs to take care of. You have had your share of good and bad times. Night falls cool and gray, but day will dawn, bringing the sun and light, warm, soft, and healing on your skin. Do not struggle when there is nothing to struggle against. You are neither night nor day, but instead you rise serenely above both. You are neither dark nor light. You simply absorb them and transform them into something new. There is nothing that the outside world can give you. The only thing that matter are the light in your heart and the voice of your soul. Meditate in silence and without distraction from thoughts of anger, rage, or sadness. Rise above these feelings. You are not your rage or your anger, nor are you the sadness that tries to make you feel bad about yourself. You are always the person you decide to be, the person you want to be. This is always within your power. The warrior within you is a servant of the light and brings you centeredness and meditation. Your inner warrior light is the source of wisdom and stillness, bringing every weapon to bear to shatter the shadow of depression when its icy hands reach out for you. Connect powerfully with the renaissance of your inner warrior. Do not reject it. This part of you is blessed and with knowledge and is more familiar with peace than any other, precisely because it is this aspect of your personality that protects peace within you. Warriors rise calmly above all potential threats because they know fear. They know it is intimately that it holds no longer holds any fear for them. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animals, the panther, the herbal essence is cedarwood, healing crystal is snakeskin jasper, and the number is 4. Okay. Number 4 reveals that you need solid structure now more than ever. To feel secure, you need an ordered space. The number brings a sudden burst of energy. Use it to get your life in order. It brings good humor and cheerfulness. Things will be less complicated and life will become easier. Start to be aware of yourself and your body more keenly and take care of your physical needs. Number 4's energy field is the mastery of matter in order to be able to create paradise, wholeness, divine order, and manifestation. That is a great card. Okay. Now we have the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. And I'm getting ready to get a new deck. I haven't figured out which one I want yet. I have a couple in mind. Now, yesterday we got the Arrow, which is protection. And today we got the broken arrow, which is embrace the energy of peace. We need peace now in our world very badly, and this is what we need to try to manifest. Let go of the need to defend yourself and prepare to offer peace. You are safe. Just as the arrow card symbolizes defense and protection, the broken arrow card symbolizes peace. In several indigenous traditions, a broken arrow would mean that tribes were no longer fighting one another, but were making alliances. When you see a broken arrow in a meditation, vision, dream, or reading, it is a message that you no longer need to fight because peace has arrived. This is a powerful symbol of harmony, serenity, and community. This is where we're going. This is perfect. If you have been exposed to a situation in which you have felt the need to protect yourself or defend what you feel is right, know that this is now coming to an end. With the arrival of the broken arrow card, you are being guided to know that the energies of the light are entering to wash away all the darkness. You can drop your shield and protection. You are now in a situation that will honor you and honor your needs. Arguments are ending and disagreements are being resolved. Prepare to talk things through and offer the peace that you would like to enjoy. In order to move forward in a more fearless way, it's important for you to let go of the idea that you can be hurt by this situation or the people involved, because this will only work against you. Know that your angelic guides and ancestors are standing around you, protecting you, and taking you lovingly forward. That was a good card. Let's see. Now we got the Sky Father. Trust in the universe. And here is another eagle. We have been getting so many eagles, and I just think that that is a sign of freedom. And that is beautiful. Trust that your path is unfolding exactly out as it needs to. You have a personal relationship with the Great Father. Know that he is lovingly leading you forward. The Sky Father features in many religions and myths as the Father God. He's the counterpart to the Earth Mother. And in many traditions, so this card represents the universal powers that are masculine in essence, the energies that people have called out to and looked up to in times of need and gratitude. Sky Father personifies your relationship with the masculine energies of the divine and possibly a very powerful male or father figure too. You are a co-creator of your life, and every thought, feeling, intention, and emotion you have is creating the road ahead. With that being said, you don't need to know every single detail of what is going to unfold before you. When this card appears, you are being guided to step back and get out of your own way, because there is a greater power that is not only around you, but within you. The Sky Father is creating the best experience imaginable for you. Accepting this will allow miraculous energy to come into your life. So see things from a higher perspective, like the eagle on the card. This card can also appear when there are opportunities to improve the father connection in your life. If your father figure is in heaven, know that his spirit is drawing close. If he is on earth, there's an opportunity to heal something, whether past or present. I like the Father card, the Sky Father card. We've got that before. It's really it's been really decent down here. It's kind of getting nicer, warmer. I think we're pretty much going into spring now down here. Oh, so that's good. Now, we got Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. And she is beautiful. That's a beautiful card. Take action. Do what you know you need to do. Mother always knows best, they say, and it's true. We all know a maternal figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful. And this medicine mother, inspired by West African tribal women, has gone through many ups and downs. She has lived and she has lost. She knows what it's like to suffer and to want to give up. So the medicine of this card is what it's okay to make mistakes and get it wrong sometimes. And it's okay for things to come to an end. It's not the end of the world. It's just the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. The medicine mother reminds you that even though you will have low lows, you aren't here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. Let her give you the loving encouragement to take the next step forward. There is an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself and enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delayed tactics or holding back, but now you are being guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing you to the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. Yeah, that's a good card. We've got to take the steps and go forward. Okay. Now we got the Gateway of Light activation. We got the Akashic Stargate aligned with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path. A Stargate is a portal that can take us through space and time to a whole other universe. It's based on the concept of the Einstein-Rosen bridge, or what is also known as a wormhole, where a speculative structure linking different points of space-time is created. In spirituality, a stargate is less about traveling on the physical, three-dimensional level and more about making progress on the spiritual. A feature of many spiritual traditions is the idea that all of us, has a stargate in our heart that connects with us with the central lattice of consciousness, the divine matrix. The Buddha acknowledged we were the universe, while Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within you. The Akashic Stargate transports us to a space where we are given the opportunity to make a decision to accelerate the realization of our life purpose. Whenever the Akashic Stargate is presented to you, it's because you're at a critical point on your journey. You have the opportunity to move in a particular direction, and you have to make a decision. This can feel overwhelming, and you may be waiting for someone or something to make the decision for you, but you aren't here to walk a path that was set for you. You're here to walk a path that you have chosen. The next phase of your journey cannot unfold until you decide which way to go. Know that whatever direction you take and whatever decision you make, you'll always be on the right path. No matter how you get there, you'll always end up in a similar space. Also know that purpose isn't about doing your duty, it's about living life and experiencing joy. I like all these messages for us tonight. I think they've been very good. We have one more book. We have The Divine Master. And what I felt was interesting as the cards that came out tonight, and they were very interesting. The first card that came out was Thoth, Divine Magic. The teacher awakens, the student becomes the master. Okay, the Divine Magic. Thoth is the ancient Egyptian ibis head, teacher of writing, divine magic, and the moon. Acknowledging as the sacred scribe who created writing, he was considered to be the maintainer of the Egyptian universe. It is said he was the priest king of Atlantis and was dedicated to leading the Atlantean people in a loving way. What was firm but fair, however, no matter how hard he tried to direct them, many of them didn't obey the spiritual laws, which brought a cataclysmic end to their civilization. In the Western magical community, Thoth is seen as an all-powerful spiritual guide who can help us understand the energy of magic and the power of our will. He is the mastermind behind the Hermetic text, and the ancient Greeks knew him as Hermes, and the Roman as Mercury. When you feel called to this master, it's because divine magic is unfolding in your world and you are ready to write the story of your life. The powers of heaven and earth are uniting at this time, putting the power of creation into your hands. Whatever you set out to do, you will do. You are in a vortex of manifestation. We got the vortex yesterday. We've had vortex in 2 different cards. All of the lessons of the past have given you a better understanding of what will be best for your highest good and truth. You are a magical being who deserves to have a magical life. Believe in who you are and call in all you need and more. You are no longer the student, you are the teacher. Take everything you have learned and put it to use. Your life will never feel complete or fulfilled until you share what you have experienced during the incarnation. There are lessons to be learned from the event of your life that will be great gifts to those who receive them. Take the time to create a plan of action and put down in writing what you intend to do so that the universe can bear witness to it and support its unfoldment. Love that card. Love that card. Top. Perfect. Now, I need some more coffee. Okay. Lady Venus, light activation, call to action, power surge, Earth mission. This almost looks like the card we got last night, but it's a different one. Lady Venus is an advanced cosmic being of ecstatic light, dedicated to helping us connect with divine wisdom. She is an interplanetary representative of divine love and a bringer of the higher consciousness that will support the ascension of planet Earth. The twin flame of Sanat Kumara, she is the queen of a cosmic race of light beings known as the Venetians. We had him last night. Venetian energy is an advanced cosmic energy similar to that of angels, and the Venetians consider themselves our starry ancestors. When called upon, they can help us embark upon a personal mission to make a difference on this earth. Lady Venus, although maybe a lesser known divine master, will be there to help anyone who wants to dedicate their life to making a difference. When her card pops out for you, your life has this potential. For hundreds and thousands of years, those on earth have prayed for a better way. You were born in response to those prayers. You were called to earth on a mission. Everything you have faced, overcome, and healed from is preparation for leaving a legacy. You are someone who will make a great change. This work can be overwhelming thought, so the universe won't place any expectations or pressure on you. But just by making small gifts, you are showing those around you what is possible. If you feel you are constantly helping, healing, and guiding others, that's because this is a calling from deep within your soul. Lady Venus is here now to give you a surge of power and inspire to take this work further. Wow. What a message. Whew, what a message. I am so hot. Okay. We've got one more card. And this was a pretty special card. Mother Mary, miraculous encounter. Divine experience. Do not be afraid of being powerful. And this is a beautiful card. Mary, the mother of Jesus, was a simple woman with a divine mission to bring sacred love into the world. At the time of her death, she was assumed into heaven by the angels. It is for this reason that she is considered the queen of the angel, and her presence magnetizes the energy of miracles and the presence of angels. One of the most important lessons of Mary's life was when Archangel Gabriel brought her the message that she was going to be the mother of Christ. When Gabriel appeared to her, she learned the message: do not be afraid, for I am the angel of the Lord. This wasn't necessarily telling her not to be afraid because she was having a spiritual vision, more not to be afraid of being this powerful. Mary's experience reminds all women that it's safe to be powerful and gifted. She is now dedicated to spreading this message and is the leader of a group of angels dedicated to the world peace. Um, this has been a beautiful reading. You are having spiritual vision and miraculous encounters at this time. Don't be afraid of your gifts. They are God-given abilities to help you remember who you are and where you have come from. If you have been wondering about the spiritual signification of certain encounters or experiences, known that the main message the universe is trying to get to you is that you are not alone and you are a significant significant bringer of light to the world. Your psychic and spiritual abilities have been awakened in some sort of shift in your life. This could have been an overwhelming, challenging, or emotional moment, but it has set you on a path to remembering that you can heal and help others. Angels of peace are here now to guide you on your way to harmony in all aspects of the world. This has been an amazing reading tonight. I couldn't have asked for a better reading. None of us could have. And I hope everybody has a magical evening. And I love everybody, and may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.